Right? Roxanne De Palma. She runs a company called Ultimate Innovations. And one day she was just thinking, what could I do to really make this yard, this garden that has gone kind of drab through the fall and winter months, how could I bring it new life? Well, she really designed these beautiful seasonal bells and beads. She did it in a garden stake, so all you have to do is find the perfect spot, you stick it in the ground, boom, now you have something beautiful to look at. We have it at a new low price for you tonight. It's under $20, which is fantastic. It's about $10 off. And we only have one choice left. That one, the winter blues that you just saw right there, that did sell out, but heck, it's gonna be autumn, so I'm so glad we happen to have the autumn. Don't you think?
I agree.
Larry Nixdorf is
I
here.
agree.
Roxanne's
Hello, my
partner
friend.
in crime for
how are
sure.
you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great.
I love this piece. And you know, last time we did this, it was more expensive.
It was. I can't believe this price.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about, I mean, for me, it's jewelry for the yard, which I think is so elevated.
Garden
and you don't
bling.
see often, right?
Garden bling. Well, Roxanne always says, you know, fall's coming, days are getting shorter, it's getting colder, things are starting to turn brown. So she wanted to create something that had movement, she wanted to create something that had color, and she wanted something
that has sound
that has
too.
sound.
I know, and it's so charming. To me, it's almost like a little bell that you'd put on your pet cat and you'd hear coming and walking in. It would make you excited, like, oh,
little
kitty's home.
So what she did, she started out with the head, and the head actually has over 100 beads. And these beads are all faceted, and they're different sizes, they're different shapes. They have the very vivid reds, the bold golds, they have a much softer yellow.
There's even some peachy, pinky tone to the red,
tone,
which is really
and
softens it.
This dark amber one that Ginger Walt just told me reminds her of a root beer candy.
Ooh, it does.
It does.
Good call, Ginger.
Yep. So after that, Rox wanted to really make it look like a fall garden stake. So she added these nice little leaves. There's 4 of those. They're yellow, and she added the nice little green and gold accents to each one. And then finally, which we talked about, she added the bells. And the bells, there are 4. It just gives you that nice soft little tinkle in the most delicate breeze. And I do want to point out one thing, Stacy.
Yeah.
When she made this, she wanted it to look like vintage autumn. So she made the bells, the stake, the wires look rustic. So when you get this at home, don't think that they are rusty. They are made to look rustic.
Which is really, really big, that rustic look, like you've
it
had it
really
for
is.
years,
It really
that
is.
it's been around. You could use these in the flower beds like we have right here, but so many other places in your yard or garden. I do want to point out we have easy pay on this, even at this low
on top of this
price
price.
of $19. So now if you order with a credit card and it costs you nothing extra to take advantage of easy pay, you can get this home for $6.41, but that easy pay goes away at the end of the day. That means in 2 hours.
2 hours.
Is there anything that I have to do to put this together, Larry?
It comes 3 pieces. You get 2 stakes in the head. They twist together very easily.
Okay.
All you do is add the 3 together, and you have a nice substantial garden stake, which is actually 56 inches tall.
56 inches.
But what I love, for this price, you can actually use this garden stake in 3 different ways. If you take one of the stakes off, you have a stake that's about 33 inches tall. So if you have a flower bed or you want to use it in a container that you need something smaller, you just take it off.
Yeah, which is really nice because a lot of people who might live in apartments don't have a yard or garden, but still want to decorate maybe their deck or their small patio that they have. So to be able to put it in an urn or the planter, like you said, is really nice.
Right, and that's what we did over here. Because not only can you use it 3 different ways, you can actually buy multiples, you can decorate inside, you can tuck this into a house plant if you like. It's endless what you can do with it.
Now, Larry, living here on the east coast of Pennsylvania, especially late fall time, you never know what you're going to get weather-wise. It could be, you could have a late hurricane blowing through, which we're all thinking of you too, by the way, in North and South Carolina on the coast with the hurricane. Or you could get a big old snowfall early on in the season. So what happens? Can I leave this out in the elements?
You can leave this out. This is actually powder coated, so it's weather resistant. You know, you can leave it out and not worry about it.
But look at the beautiful, the way the light reflects off that. That almost looks like it's lighted. It's not. That's just if you have landscape lighting,
right.
How it will shine through and glow because of those faceted beads.
Exactly. I always recommend using your own landscape lighting. I know Michelle Stretch is coming up with lighting later in the show.
Yes.
A solar-powered spotlight, which you can also get here at QVC. Just put this right behind it, and then you can enjoy the beautiful glisten both the day and at night.
Ah, beautiful. But again, find a little faux floral arrangement, and maybe you can bring this indoors too as well.
Yep, put it in a plant. You can even put it in top of a vase and make a nice centerpiece arrangement.
Fantastic. At this price, you definitely should consider picking up more than one, especially if you're going to use them on each side of a doorway in an urn.
Right, if you do something like this urn that I have here, each side of your doorway. Roxanne actually has 2 in big planters on each side of her driveway. So every time she comes in, she tells me she just gets this nice little smile because she's greeted by this really happy, whimsical little garden art.
Absolutely. Jewelry for your garden. We have less than 600 to go around. And here's the thing, once it goes, that is it. We already sold out of the winter version of this, but we are just falling into autumn. So a perfect time to get this home. You'll get it in 7 to 10 days, but you want to do this now. Again, look at how beautiful the colors are. You know, to think sometimes fall can be, you know, the orange and the red, so typical, but with the pink added to it, with the ambers added to this, it
the
just
root beer.
Really, the root beer. Yes, it is. It's, you know, it's just so well done. Even the details on the leaves, how, let me just point out, I don't know, there, thank you. No, 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 I follow you. Look at how the variations, like a true leaf would be, it wouldn't be a solid color.
Absolutely.
It'd have browning in the tip, or it'd have, you know, more fades of the different colors. So I think Roxanne really put a lot of attention into getting the details right on this.
She really did, and what's great about this as well is when you get it, it's going to come all bunched up. So you actually take the wires and you mold it to exactly the shape that you want it to be.
Oh, fantastic.
So if you want it nice and tight, you can, but you open it almost like a flower.
Yeah, even pretty for a dining room centerpiece. I love it. Indoor or out, it is our seasonal bells and beads garden stake. Please grab this now. It's $6 and change on Easy Pay. Once it's gone, that's it, and we only have a few hundred to go around. M54587 is your item number. Larry, so good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, sweetheart.
Thank you, Stacey.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
All right, we're saying hello fall with lots more to come in the show. How about the answer